Now that Hasbro has officially announced the release of the HasLab Giant Man, let's take an opportunity, look back at the original Walmart version. This was the Walmart exclusive from back in the day. It took the opportunity, took them out the case. Let's try to dust them off a little bit today and take a look and reminisce. Oh yeah, this is still a great figure. The production year on this one was 2006, sculpted by Marvel Legends OG sculptor Dave Cortez. Now that man right there, he sculpted some of the greats in the Toy Biz line. And his Giant Man had 36 points of articulation, and that's what really pushed this Build-A-Figure was the articulation at the time. To have individual fingers move, you know, that was a big deal back then. Now at the time of making this video, I was reminded that a figure did beat the Giant Man on articulation, and that was 2004's Toy Biz 18-inch movie Spider-Man. Another Dave Cortez sculpt, and his Spidey boasted 67 points of articulation. Now that Spidey saw a resurgence in interest when the Spider-Man No Way Home was released. I still have mine boxed up. I believe I paid probably like 30 bucks for it at the time. Wow, how far prices have come. I remember when I first saw the images and I was like, wow, Marvel Legends is really stepping their game up on this comeback. And then I was at a show and I saw a dealer, he had the whole set. They weren't released yet, don't know how he got them, but he wanted some of the same amount of money for it. And I was like, I can wait till once it's released. It was still a hard set to get without overpaying for it, so I did piece it together over the years. My buddy Waylon gave me a few pieces, but that right foot was always my Achilles heel. I could never get that figure without overpaying a huge price for it. I finally caught that Wolverine figure from Ralph at Toytastic at New York City Comic Con for retail. Shout out to Ralph for that one. It took me a minute to complete the Giant Man, but ever since then he's been in my case forever. Now, the figure is loose in all the joints from the years of posing him up, but he still stands upright after all these years, and I didn't think anytime soon I would ever see a reissue of the figure. I mean, we've had other Giant Mans and Goliaths come out after this one, but this Build-A-Figure has still stood up. Enter the HasLab. Once that Sentinel dropped, speculation ensued of what other figures could we see. Enter Galactus. Now, even further speculation, it was always teased that he was going to be re-released, and now he's finally here. The new Giant Man has arrived. He's in the house, and he stands at 24 inches tall with 91 points of articulation. Pretty much every piece of this figure moves, and you could check out the update on the finger articulation. All those digits move, and the look of him, he looks pretty amazing. Price-wise, he clocks in at $199.99. He comes with 2 alternate face portraits and a tier system of 2 alternate heads, a Skrull Secret Invasion head and a Marvel Zombies head. Now, the collectors have been chirping online about the tier system, and you know, they don't want figures behind a paywall. So there is proof that you can't keep everybody happy. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a minute. What if instead of Giant Man, you did Goliath, and you had a super tier with an interchangeable upper body and head to make them into the Clint Barton Goliath? It would have been difficult without changing the lower body, maybe make the legs generic and change the upper, and you could have 2 different Goliath figures. But I digress, because that's a pipe dream for another day. Back to the Giant Man. I really do like this figure, and I will back it. But there's always a speculation of who the next HasLab will be. Well, that's my time, people. You like this video, click like and subscribe. Main one out.